looks behind you, and it looks like she fully disappears. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Watch this video. This is real. Take a look at this.
And what was the highlight of the evening for you tonight?
Philip Seymour Hoffman. Oh my God, that is my mom.
You know, shout out to her mother. I love her mother. She looks so sexy and attractive here. You know what I'm saying? Very attractive. You know, this is a very seductive look, I must say. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad that she couldn't allow her mom to continue manage her career. Because there's no love like a mother love, they say, you know what I'm saying? And this mother is definitely one that seems to care. You know, unlike a lot of other these celebrity star parents who rob their kids of their wealth, like Aaron Carter, you know what I'm saying? He died a couple of years ago, and you know I used to be on his Instagram live, and we would chop things up because he was like cool and down to earth. I miss him, you know what I'm saying? That Aaron Carter, I remember when he released his first song as a kid, and I was a kid too, you know, in the Bow Wow era, and the little Romeo beef. You know, life is nice, but trust me, there's a lot of scary things inside that's going on, and we need to, you know, try to be ahead of all that is going on and be aware and knowledgeable, you know, so we don't freak out when things finally hit the fence, because we're living in a end time, they call it, when everything is exposed. All the dinosaurs are coming out of existence, out of a extinction. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things are happening. The ice wall in Antarctica, a lot of information, secrecy, a lot of things that people and the society and system would, you know, put on hush hush is being now vocalized loudly, you know, even by the highest official in, you know, society and the government bodies. So this is just crazy, y'all. Let me see if we can see this one more time. Acceptance speeches. Who is Scarlett Johansson mother? Her mother is Melanie Sloan, a producer and former manager from New York who comes from an Ashkenazi Jewish family. Damn, these Jews, but they can disappear. Work as background detail. Her mom worked as a film producer and managed her children's early acting career. Family roots. This is good to see. Her mom was raised in the Bronx and Manhattan. Her family's original surname was Schallenberg before fleeing Poland and Russia. Damn, this is crazy. They had fled Russia and Poland. Damn, so her mom went through a lot, her generation of family, you know? And it's still printed in their DNA that, you know, that terrible experience that their foreparents had fleeing Russia and Poland. There's no telling what they had flee from, because we learn about a lot of wickedness that went on in those places back in the days, and a lot of reason why they had to change name. You know, so the support system played a major role in getting Scarlett into early audition and acting classes as a child in New York City. When you're in New York, it's rainbow make you feel brand new. Yeah, so we have covered some grounds that we've seen that may possibly tie to why and reason her mom can disappear. You know, with the whole Brooklyn, Bronx, and Queens, and that Gorgile, Gotham City, you know what I'm saying? And then the Jewish bloodline and all of that. It's crazy. Russia, Poland, that's crazy. That is crazy. So I'm gonna end it here, guys. You see that? That is crazy. And look at the comments. Look at the comments. Everyone is just laughing away. One saying, her saying, I've been looking for her, gets me every time. So this is like a joke to everyone in the comments. No one take it as serious. Another said, I've been looking for her for the last 15 years. You know what I'm saying? So that is what they're all making fun of. cracks me up all the time. Classic present respond. It's laughing emoji. Funny and beautiful Scarlett. Yeah. Hey, yeah, my people. Yeah, yo, this one is crazy, bro. Hey, I gotta share this with y'all and let us look into. Yeah, folks, so we're here with an American famous singer and actress, right? Her name is Scarlett Johansson, right? And she was born in Manhattan, right? And her mom is from the Bronx. Like, yo, this is so serious. We've got to run a background check on her and her family because there's a lot of things be going on in Hollywood, man, especially on these red carpet. And I be worried now for our local superstars who have made it to those international platform like Shensia, Vibes Cartel, you know what I'm saying? They are basically, and Spice, you know, and Skilly Bang. Shout out to all of them because they are the four runner up who is actually holding up the genre, you know what I'm saying? Especially as artists who, you know, their talent speak for them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Sean Paul and Shaggy as well. You know, they've been doing it also. Mr. Vegas, yeah, shout out to them. But these are the things that I believe they have to encounter, you know, especially Shensia, because Vibes Cartel has been in prison for 13 years and he has recently came out in about 2 years now in the year 2024. And I believe that's the year when our our famous American singer and actress here, Scarlett Johansson, she had lost someone, I believe. Okay, but we'll go into it because this is such a strange phenomenon, a supernatural occurrence, event. Now, look at what went down here on the red carpet, you know, and this reminds me of the return of Jim Carrey, the famous and number one American actor, comedian. You know what I'm saying? My favorite white comedian and actor. You know what I'm saying? He's just different, Jim Carrey. You know, and y'all remember that scary sight of him on his last red carpet appearance. You know, he looked totally different. You know, definitely looked like someone, and I think it's fair to say demonic because the face was so abnormal. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of replacing being going on in Hollywood, it seems. But this is much different than that, even though I got reminded of the Jim Carrey situation coming across this video. Now look, we have Scarlett Johansson here, right? Famous American singer and actress, and a lot of these white female superstar or celebrity, they can oftentimes, appear like practicing dark magic, and not just them. I mean, black people as well who are famous. Often like Erica Badu, she's known for some weird stuff. But look at this. This is Scarlett Johansson mother disappearing on live camera, disappearing in front of our faces, and they're not taking it serious when she's being asked about it by reporters and interviewer who host her on their show. Now look at this. I want you to carefully look at this.
Oh my god, that is my mom.
Okay, hold on, guys. Let's look at that again. Okay, so look at this now, guys. Let's look at this carefully.
It's behind you, and it looks like she fully disappears. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Watch this video. This is real. Take a look at this.
And what was the highlight of the evening for you tonight?
Philip Seymour Hoffman winning for Best Actor for Drama. Very cool.
Oh my god.
Have you seen that? her mother walked behind her and just totally disappear, okay, in thin air. And then another guy who was behind her mother passed behind her. And it's almost like the other guy who was behind her mother here, Scarlett Johansson, seemed to have no idea that her mother was there. You know, her mother appeared to be like a ghost. Hold on, let me do that again and make. Okay, look at this. Let me show y'all.
Behind you, and it looks like she fully disappears. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Watch.
She actually, she, you know, like when he asked her and mentioned the disappear part, her face had this look. I think we will go back to look at that, but let us just point out this thing here. Look.
This video. This is real. Take a look at this.
Okay, so this is the famous singer actress Scarlett Johansson, right? This is her on the red carpet. Okay, now her mother is about to pass from this angle. So look right here and you'll see what I'm talking about. Her mom is about to pass and go around her like this. Okay, so look carefully. Yeah, let's get it.
Highlight of the evening for you tonight.
So here is her mom. Okay, her mom is about to pass. Here is her mom. Okay, and she's gonna disappear out of thin air. Look,
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
look, you see that? Okay, so her mom is completely behind her. Here's a bit of strong of her mom here, right here. Okay, and you won't see her passing by and coming from this side. And then there's another guy who is behind her mom who is about to forward into the camera. Okay? And it's almost as if he never realized that her mom was in front of him. Okay? Now look, this is crazy. Look.
For Best Actor.
You see that guy there? This guy appeared to not realize, well, he is looking down like this, so maybe he sees something. And maybe this could be a skit that they choose to have done for it to go viral, because this is how the big production, you know, this is how they get to work. So maybe they had practiced this to appear this way. And maybe her mom stooped down, you know, to hide from the camera, but she practiced it so often so that it just happened perfectly without us seeing her coming from this end. You know what I'm saying? Now look how this guy is going to walk all the way over here and no sign of Scarlett Johansson mother. Okay? Look. So there you go. Let me pull that up again. Okay?
Walks behind you.
Okay, look at her face when he says disappear. And look at these eyes. These eyes are saying something else. I think she is one of the Astar Command. You can go check it up, the Astar Command. If y'all know about the White House, there's a lot of lie that they told us about the White House. There's a lot of special things about the White House where it is structured, and they believe that it has some similar alignment with where it's positioned, right? To have this energy source powered through the White House that can communicate with the Astar Command. Okay, these are different beings from other galaxy, or you know what I'm saying? Or other realms. I believe that we're living in a flat earth, but I believe that there are entities like fallen angels. That is it. You know what I mean? Or demons with great knowledge and power. Okay? And if you look at her eyes, it's similar to the Astar Command, right? And the Astar Command is one of the type of alien that the US government put out recently. They released photo of 4 different type of alien that visit Earth or whatever, you know. And as I said, it may be demon, but they use the term alien because alien is a lie, right? That is how you spell alien. Let us spell it here. Alien. Okay, A, and then they're saying a lie. Alien is a lie. and then the end. Okay, so that's it. Alien is just a big lie and the end. That's it. However, they're fallen angels and they're not telling us, you know what I'm saying? Yes, so I'm not sure how many of you have seen the photos or videos of the four types of species of alien that Donald Trump and the US government had, put out and released to the public to warn us about, but they are not being 100% truthful. So, as I said, this can also be a skit that Hollywood practice and have the actress mother practice for the red carpet so that it will go viral. Because they do these things, you know what I'm saying? Because they're big organization and things that they do have to be different from regular people. You know what I'm saying? But seeing her eyes here makes me believe more into the higher possibilities and probability of her and her mother likely being some other beings. You know what I'm saying? Or have been what's the term? Yeah, been used to host demons or some higher power. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so this is just crazy. So let's go through this again. Let's see this again. I want you all to pay attention to her facial expression as soon as the interviewer, the host of the show, mentioned disappear. Her mom disappear. And it's going to show her facial expression for just like half a second. So I hope I could capture it. Look.
It looks like she fully disappeared.
Look at her face when he says disappear now. Look when she look. Do you know what I'm talking about? That is what the guy says. Look at her face.
Talking about?
Oh, shoot, we miss it. We miss it. I wanted to capture her turning around there. You know what I'm saying? Look.
Behind you, and it looks like she fully disappears. Do you know?
Oh, you know what I'm saying? She looked away. She looked away so fast, as he said, disappear. Like she couldn't stare in his face for him to see in her soul of what she known about this disappearance act of her mom. Now look.
No.
Watch this video. This is real. Take a look at this.
And what was the highlight?
Now this is her. Watch again carefully.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
So that was her mom just walking behind her. Okay? Look.
I'm talking about?
No.
You see what I'm saying? And look at the smile. Like that smile is like saying that something is up. Like she knows. But you know what I'm saying? We got to scrutinize everything. Now look. Let me get this out of the way.
Watch this video. This is real. Take a look at this.
And what was the highlight of the evening for you tonight?
There's her mom coming. Her mom right there, right? Her mom is right here. Look carefully.
Philip.
That's her mom there. Very beautiful, nice white lady, okay? This is crazy. Look at how she's staring somewhere here, over here. And this guy is looking at the camera as if he knows something is about to go down. You know what I'm saying?
Hoffman winning for best.
Look, he looks at the mom. This guy's seen everything. This guy looked at the mom. He's seen the mom. So he knows. Let's look at where his face follows or lead us. Look where his face lead us.
Actor for drama.
Oh, you see what he done there? He took his face from off the act because he knows that he knows his face would reveal everything, right? So what he done, he removed his face from the sighting of her mom and the disappearing act. So he knows the detective need to get this guy here, right? Seems to be a bodyguard, okay? And this guy here that's walking by, he's also probably a part of the Ashtar command, okay? yes, some different supernatural beings who had connect and communicated with the White House president and the high official there over the years. I've read this, I read about them in books, and you can Google Astar command, Ashtar command, right? 2 words, Astar command. Check them out, okay? Now look at this. Look,
Oh my god,
look, she realized what was going on. Look at her reaction.
that is my mom.
And look what she's going to say now.
Wait, what?
That's my mom.
And she's saying that her mom is missing. Listen.
Let's watch it again. That's your mom, but what?
That woman with the dark hair
Yes.
is my mother.
That's your mom.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman winning for Best Actor for a Drama.
Look, you see everything? Everything. Everything.
And wait,
I've been looking for her for like the last 15 years.
See, they're making a joke out of this, but this is serious. You know what I'm saying? Or this is just, as I said, something they plan to do. Maybe the mom practiced and had to practice how to make the walk behind her daughter and stoop down so it would appear creepy as it is and weird. You know, so don't be scared. It can be some unidentified type of beings, you know what I'm saying? That is playing us in our face. Because Hollywood is full with a lot of sighting that would drive anyone far away from America or in LA. You know what I'm saying?
you are the best. That is so funny.
That is very
That's your
strange.
mom?
That is fully my mom.
Hi, Mom. That's so cute.
That is
My God,
weird.
that's
Where did she go?
You see, this is all an actor. It seems like she knows that her mom could disappear. We were told, and here in Jamaica, that Haile Selassie, the emperor, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, Haile King Selassie, he came and visited Jamaica, right, before, and one of his grandparents and some of his other family members who have reason sat down, had spoke with a lot of Rasta men and women here, right? Tall religious people with dreadlocks, right? Like Bob Marley and the Rastafari group and community. They have spoken with Haile Selassie's family and relative, and they were told that Haile Selassie can disappear. He has those powers, you know what I'm saying? And this is a thing that has been said and spread throughout the world. There's a lot of high power, occurrences and events when we're talking about Haile Selassie. And that is why they had to bow down to Haile Selassie in America. And a lot of people saying that is why the CIA had unalived JFK, right? Kennedy, the president of America, right, who was assassinated. They're saying that it was the great rapport and friendship and bond that he had with Haile Selassie. They never wanted it, right, because a lot of things were being exposed by JF Kennedy, you know what I'm saying? And he loved the black people, and he wasn't supportive of slavery and racism, and the American elites and the racist core of the governing body, and that breeds in the system there in America. They never seem to like the new laws, legislation that JF Kennedy was, implementing. So I had to do some deep diving on this Scarlett Johansson and her family on Google, and I'm going to take you there. Okay, here we go, guys. Scarlett Johansson, all right? American actress and singer, and she's 41 years old, right? She was born, no, she can't be 41. If she was born in November 1984. Then she would be 42. Well, she will be 42 November of this year. So the math is mathing right, according to Google. Okay? So yes, so it says that her middle name is Ingrid. So it's saying overview. Scarlett Ingrid Johansson is an American actress, singer, producer, and director. Her film has a leading actress of Yes, her film as a leading actress have grossed over $15.4 billion worldwide, making her the second highest grossing actor in history. Okay? Very beautiful lady, but that is so strange that her mom could disappear like Haile Selassie, it seems. Now, it says that she was born, quick fact, she was born the 22nd of November 1984 in Manhattan, New York, United States, right? And her mom was born in the Bronx, or from the Bronx, right? Her spouse is Colin Jost, right? Romaine Deriak, all right? These are her siblings, her brothers and sisters. Ryan Reynolds. Oh, Ryan Reynolds. No, these are her lovers, I should say. Sorry. Her spouse. So Ryan Reynolds was her late husband, or yeah, I think he had passed. I'm not sure. But they had divorced in 2010, okay? Or 2011. But they had announced their divorce in the year 2010, but it seemed that it had finalized and came through in 2011, right? Now her children is Rose Dorothy and Dariak and Cosmo Jose. That's a nice but unusual name. Um, some outside planet space sort of name, Cosmo Jose. That's one of her child name. Now her parents is Karsten Johansson, which is the dad, and her mom, Melanie Sloan. That's the name of her mother, Melanie Sloan. She had siblings, brothers and sisters, about 5 to 6 of them. She's 1'6". Scarlett Johansson is 1.6 meters in height. These are the movies she's appearing, and these are some scary, serious movies. You know what I'm saying? Now, a lot of people believe that these actresses and actors, they host these demons to pull off these great acts. I'm not sure true it is, but I've seen a lot of videos and conspiracy theorists saying that, when a lot of actresses do scary movie and male actors, it can drive them crazy because they open their body for demons, you know what I'm saying? To host demons so that their acting could be more, crazy and real. Like look at Ledger, the guy who acted as the Joker. It's almost like he allows some other entity to take over in order for him to carry out that role and master it. You know what I'm saying? So it says she appeared in Black Widow in 2021, The Avengers in 2012, Jurassic World Rebirth in 2025, and more. And she have 4 upcoming movies. The Batman Part 2 in 2028. That's coming the next 2 years. And she has a scary movie called The Exorcist Martyrs, right? Or Martyrs. Yeah, 2027 that will be coming out. And Ray Gun, I'm sure a lot of y'all be hearing about a Ray Gun. That will be coming out 2026 or scheduled to release 2026. And Paris Paramount Picture, she has a project with them for 2027. Now these are the movies that she starred in that we just mentioned. Okay, Black Widow, Avengers, Jurassic Park, and Lucy. This if she starred in Lucy, then her mom definitely should have powers to disappear. You know what I'm saying? She starred Under the Sun. I hope a lot of y'all watch Lucy, right? It was such an awesome movie to watch for the very first time. And then it was like boring after for me, you know what I'm saying? It was so hype the first time I watched it. It was like I could watch it a million more times. I really enjoyed it. But then after I tried watching Lucy again, it was like, oh, I watched this already. You know what I'm saying? It was entertaining the other time when I tried to watch it, but somewhere I lost interest. It wasn't like watching Lucy for the first time. I don't know if y'all experience those type of feelings when it comes to certain movies. You know what I'm saying? But Lucy's definitely a badass movie. She did Under the Skin 2013. Lucy was 2014. Let's get back there. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Hold on there. Okay, here we are. Okay, we've been through this. Yeah, Lucy 2014, Under the Skin 2013, Don John, The Batman Part 2 2028 will be coming soon, you know? And this is more stuff on her. But we gotta check out her mom. Gotta check her mom out. So this is her husband, Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, but they have been divorced. You know what I'm saying? Let me just give you a quick peek of that. This is him. And he said, why did Scarlett leave Ryan Reynolds? Probably he was the one who had leave her or left her. But you know, these media sources be biased for women. You know what I'm saying? They always gonna let it seem as if the woman did all the leaving. So it's saying that Scarlett Johansson and Ryan Reynolds ended their marriage primarily due to demanding work schedule that caused long physical separation alongside the competitive pressure of two rising acting career. Because he's a great famous actor as well, Ryan Reynolds. I never want to spill the beans until I was sure. Because you know, a lot of people have the same name. You know, I wanted to make sure. So it was the same, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, so there he is. So the work schedule caused them to separate, you know, and that's not strange with celebrity life and relationship, you know, especially parents who are celebrities and can't attend to their kids. You know what I'm saying? So they officially announced their separation in December 2010 after 2 years marriage. That's why I don't believe in marriage, y'all, especially if you have money. Don't be going marrying. They never last, you know? Let's look at her mom. You know, let's look at her mom because her mom with the disappearing move. That is wild. Let's look for her mom. Scarlett Johansson. Where do we see her mom? Okay, here it is. We found it. Okay, so her parents, her mom is Melanie Sloan. Let's find it. Because this mom is strange, y'all. Here's her mom. She's looking beautiful. I love this look. You know, this is a woman who, you know, you could tell that has, you know, exercise. She is exercising patience here. You know, probably waiting at an airport or on a a movie set for her daughter. Now her mom is 75 years old. You know, was born 13 of April 1951, right? Born 13 of April 1951 in the Bronx, New York, United States. Now the Bronx and Brooklyn, they have the Gorgiles. So it's nothing to play with. Why she's able to have these disappearing skills. You know, New York and Brooklyn, that is where Blade and Wesley Snipe would be. And Batman, it's almost like Gotham City, Brooklyn and Bronx and Queens. It's similar to Gotham City. A lot of things seem to have went down in the Bronx, Brooklyn, and Queens area long before Americans and settlers had, you know, inhabit the land. You know, it seemed like a lot of dark things usually occur there. Yeah, so her mom has about five children, right? And her spouse is Karsten Johansson. Okay, that's the father of Scarlett. The father of Scarlett Johansson, right? Yeah. So is Scarlett Johansson close to her mom? Let's see. Yes, Scarlett Johansson is very close to her mother, Melanie Sloan, despite professional changes such as Johansson parting ways with her mother as her manager in 2009. So her mom was her manager. And maybe it's from here she can't find her mom when she says she'd been looking for her mom for 15 years. And her mom been trailing her and disappearing behind her. This is crazy. Her mom was her manager and representative, and reports have confirmed that the two maintain a strong, close relationship. You know, her mom was supportive upbringing. Melanie heavily supported Scarlett's early acting career, guiding her safely through the challenges of being a young child star. And that is exactly what I saw on the mom's face when she's just sitting there. As I said, it seems that she's exercising patience, being at an airport or on set. You know, you could tell that that mom is very experienced, and she is aware of all the evilness here in the world, and she is here to protect her daughter at all costs. You know, shout out to her mom and shout out to Scarlett Johansson. But that disappearing thing, that freaked me out, man. I had to come research. So Melanie served as Scarlett manager up until 2009, while professional changes caused brief media speculation of a rift. Representative clarified they remain as close as ever. Public appearance. The pair have frequently attended high-profile events together, and Scarlett often speaks warmly of her mother in interview and award acceptance speeches. Who is Scarlett Johansson's mother? Her mother is Melanie Sloan, a producer and former manager from New York who comes from an Ashkenazi Jewish family. Damn, these Jews, but they can disappear. Work as background detail. Her mom worked as a film producer and managed her children's early acting career. Family roots. This is good to see. Her mom was raised in the Bronx and Manhattan. Her family's original surname was Schallenberg before fleeing Poland and Russia. Damn, this is crazy. They had fled Russia and Poland. Damn, so her mom went through a lot, her generation of family, you know? And it's still printed in their DNA that, that terrible experience that their foreparents had fleeing Russia and Poland. There's no telling what they had flee from. Because we learned about a lot of wickedness that went on in those places back in the days. And a lot of reason why they had to change name. So the support system played a major role in getting Scarlett into early audition and acting classes as a child in New York City. When you're in New York, this rain will make you feel brand new. Yeah, so we have covered some grounds that we've seen that may possibly tie to why and reason her mom can disappear. With the whole Brooklyn, Bronx, and Queens, and that Gorgile, Gotham City, you know what I'm saying? And then the Jewish bloodline and all of that. It's crazy. Russia, Poland, that's crazy. That is crazy. So I'm gonna end it here, guys. Shout out to her mother. I love her mother. She looks so sexy and attractive here. You know what I'm saying? Very attractive. This is a very seductive look, I must say. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad that she couldn't allow her mom to continue manage her career. Because there's no love like a mother love, they say, you know what I'm saying? And this mother is definitely one that seems to care. Unlike a lot of other these celebrity star parents who rob their kids of their wealth, like Aaron Carter, you know what I'm saying? He died a couple of years ago, and I used to be on his Instagram live, and we would chop things up because he was like cool and down to earth. I miss him, you know what I'm saying? That Aaron Carter, I remember when he released his first song as a kid, and I was a kid too, in the Bow Wow era, and the little Romeo beef. Life is nice, but trust me, there's a lot of scary things inside that's going on, and we need to try to be ahead of all that is going on and be aware and knowledgeable, so we don't freak out when things finally hit the fence, because we're living in a end time, they call it, when everything is exposed. All the dinosaurs are coming out of existence, out of a extinction. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things are happening. The ice wall in Antarctica, a lot of information, secrecy, a lot of things that people and the society and system would, put on hush-hush is being now vocalized loudly, even by the highest official in, society and the government bodies. So this is here. Let me see if we can see this one more time. Here it is, guys. Here it is for the last time. Last time. I'm playing this no more. This is creepy, scary, weirdy. Hear he, old medieval England.
Someone walks behind you, and it looks like she fully disappears. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Watch this video. This is real. Take a look at this.
And what was the highlight of the evening for you tonight?
Philip Seymour Hoffman
Look at that.
for Best Actor for Drama.
Oh my god!
You see that? That is crazy. And look at the comments. Look at the comments. Everyone is just laughing away. One saying, her saying, I've been looking for her gets me every time. So this is like a joke to everyone in the comments. No one take it as serious. Another said, I've been looking for her for the last 15 years. You know what I'm saying? So that is what they're all making fun of. Cracks me up all the time. Classic present respond. It's laughing emoji. Funny and beautiful Scarlett. Am I tripping or her mother look very alike to Lady Gaga? Sort of true. I thought the same thing too. I love her so much. She's wonderful. Where did she go? And laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. She stopped in an angle way behind Scarlett and just stayed there so it looked like she disappeared. You guys know that, right? No, because if you follow the facial expression and movements, look, let us show you. Look.
That is my mom.
Wait, what?
That's my mom.
Wait, let's watch it again. That's your mom, but what?
That woman with the dark hair
Yes.
is my mother.
Okay, if you've seen this guy, you got to look at this guy. Her mom became like a ghost figure and passed behind him all the way around him. Okay, the mom had disappeared. You could see the wind, the gust of wind that followed behind him. And he saw what happened, right? But these bodyguards, they are used to these things because they are paid to sign a NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, right? Okay, so the mom passed by here and she disappeared. There's no way the mom could stop for us not to see her, right? The mom had to either bend down very quickly once she had cleared this blind side or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So look at his face to see what the mom had done. He is the answer here because he looked at the mom while she was behind her daughter, Scarlett Johansson. Look.
That's your mom?
Yeah.
Seymour Hoffman winning for Best Actor for a
See?
drama.
And wait,
You see that?
I've been looking for her for like the last 15 years.
you are the best. That is so funny.
That is very
That's your
strange.
mom?
That is fully my mom.
Oh, hi, Mom. That's so cute.
That is
My God,
weird.
that's
Where did she?
It's weird how she say that she's looking for her for 15 years. That is the weirdest thing because I can't tell if that was a joke or if that was true. Because in the report from Google saying that her mom, or Wikipedia saying that her mom last managed her in 2009. Okay? And that will be almost 20 years in the next 4 years. Or 3 years, I should say. You know what I'm saying? So that is crazy. We're going to end it here.
A woman walks behind you. She fully disappears. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Watch this video. This is real. Take a look at this.
And what was the highlight of the evening for you tonight?
Philip Seymour Hoffman winning for Best Actor for a drama.
Oh my God. That is my mom. That is my mom.
Wait, what?
That's my mom.
Wait, let's watch it again. That's your mom, but what?
That woman with the dark hair
Yes.
is my mother.
Look at the shadow. Remember that there's shadow on the wall. Okay? I'm just realizing this. There's shadow on the wall wherever someone passed. Now look for the shadow over here and probably down here because he's going to shift a bit over here and open up some space here. And you may see the mom's shadow passing by like she become a ghost and start to traverse through this reality.
That's your mom?
Yeah.
Seymour Hoffman.
Look what's going on down here. Okay? Look where the hand is. The hand may move, and you'll notice the gust of wind travel all the way behind this man here, behind him. Look.
For Best Actor for a drama.
And wait,
I've been looking for her for like the last 15 years.
You are the best. That is so funny.
That is very
That's your
strange.
mom?
That is fully my mom.
Oh, my mom. That's so cute.
That is
My God.
weird.
They're all weird, bro.